Welcome to today's video. Today I want to speak to you about this brand and this watch, Autodromo, that maybe you didn't see very often here on YouTube. The watch of today is the Group B Night Stage 3, the color variant, and as you can maybe guess, is inspired by the automotive industry. But let's go and see in details what's about this watch. Autodromo starts from the vision of its designer, very interested into cars and the automotive industry. Therefore, you will see that the brand focus on watches, but also sunglasses and accessories, all with his automotive theme. Everything also has an underlying vintage feeling. In most of the cases, it's between 70s and 80s, but in some watches, you can see that the vibe is even older, like the 50s. Regarding watches, there is the Group B series, which is the one where this watch come from. Then there is the Prototipo chronograph, which is a mecha quartz chronograph. The Inter Europa, which for me is more inspired for 1560s, and other limited edition for the Endurance, which is also a mecha quartz. But let's go deep into this. So we have my Group B Autodromo watch. The color is between rose, red and salmon color on black. First we go through the dimension. We have a 39mm diameter with a 50.5mm lug to lug. There is a very long lug to lug because we have very long lugs, but as you can see the lugs go quite down, and you will see on the wrist that the watch doesn't look too big. The thickness is less than 1 centimeter in 9.8mm. We have a push-down crown with the Autodromo logo on it. We have a sapphire glass that is not dome, but it is a little bevel all around that makes an interesting effect on the dial. Then we have this fixed bezel, and we have a screwed case back. As you can see on the back, it's written sapphire crystal. We've seen the Japan automatic movement. We have a Miyota 9015 movement, so we have a date position, even if the dial is no date. The number of this case is the BP05 and 5 atmosphere of water resistance. Then here is written titanium and stainless steel case. I think that this case back and these are titanium and the rest of the watch is stainless steel, but I am not sure. There is no clarity on this. Then we have a stainless steel bracelet. It's not an integrated bracelet, but as you can see, it integrates perfectly in the case. It's a 20mm strap size, but the strap starts at 22 and goes down to 18. Then you can see here Autodromo written, and we have this Deployam Plus. The watch is not heavy, is 100 grams, but let's take a look to the dial. As I was saying, it's rose on black, and it's interesting because it's a 2-level dial. There is a central part that is a little higher, it's like an island, and it's interesting. It has these 2 screws, like keeping the dial down, and then we have this minute track that, as you can see, every 5 minutes there is an applied index, while the rest is not applied, and we have this little rail reporting the minute track every 5 minutes. But the most peculiar aspect are the hands. The second hand is very small, very mute, and similarly mute is the hour hand, while the minute hand is the biggest one, and as I was saying, and even more, is very reminiscent of a tachymeter of a car. Then on the dial we have this pattern, like block pattern, the Autodromo branding, the Group B model, and automatic. But let's take a look to the lume of this watch and the packaging and how it looks on the wrist. There is some lume. Obviously it's not strong given the type of the watch, but also the fact that everything is pink. So as you can imagine, it's not a very strong lume, but interesting that it's present everywhere. And as you can see, the minute hand, given the fact that it's quite big, is visible. Not a bad lume, and not bad given the type of the watch. Here is a watch on my 16cm wrist, that means about 6 inches. I have a very small wrist, but as you can see, the watch, being very thin, stays very flat on the wrist, and the fit is pretty good even in my small wrist. As you can see, the bracelet is perfectly integrated in the case, and given the fact how the lugs goes down, the watch stays very well on the wrist, sits very well on the wrist, and I really like how the bracelet tapers down, and how it gives this very nice 80s vibe, I would say, like end of 70s, 80s vibe to the entirety of the watch. I think that would be also nice to put a NATO, like with something either taking on the color of the dial, so on the rose of the dial, or something just to mimic the color of the steel. Let's take a look to the packaging, the price, and our final consideration of the watch. I just wanted to give you a fast look of the packaging. The box, as you can see, it's the type of the watch, Group B and Night Stage 3. That is the color of my watch. It's very nice, and this 80s vibe is always present. Inside this, there is the true box that is made of this metal, and there is again the reference and the type of the watch, and inside there is some merchandise. If we take a look to the little booklet inside, again Group B. And as you can see, we have a constant reminder of the fact that we are speaking about watches for automotive enthusiasts. So we are back with the Group B Autodromo watch. What is the price of this watch? This watch is sold in United States for $900 pretty much. And obviously, if you buy outside US, you most probably have to pay taxes on top of it. There are some sellers in Europe, for example, that so you can buy without this bad surprise of having taxes to pay on top. The websites in Europe, they sell it about 1,000 euro. The watch for its price, for 1,000 euro, $1,000, it's a good watch. I think you can find these specs for a lower price, but I don't think that you can find many watches that are so coherent with the language they speak. The designer of the watch chose a topic, which is automotive, a pattern, and everything is deliberate within that concept. Everything comes very well together. The design of the watch is really coherent. You may like or not like, and I think the watch is aimed more to a public of car enthusiasts than watch enthusiasts. But if the language that is spoken here resonates with you, I think you are going to love the watch. I invite you to keep tuned with what the designer does. All the production is pretty limited, as I was saying, like the colors keep changing. So I think that if you like what you're seeing, you should be looking around in internet and try to find it and enjoy it. Please leave a comment if you liked this watch or you don't like and you want to chat about it. Also, if you like our content, please put a like on this video and subscribe to our channel. We keep bringing you watches that are part of our collection, so we don't have any interest in presenting them better as they are. Thank you again for your attention. Happy festivities, happy holidays, and see you next time. Bye.